Next up, my Denver Broncos at the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders defense has looked very poor. I think this is a great opportunity for Dangerous to start cooking. I think that this game they got Judy a little more healthy. Um, I think they're getting a better and better of an idea of how Russ will succeed in this offense. They've been running more and more, it seems like. And I, I I'm hoping he hasn't done it yet, but I'm hoping he starts taking shots at the receivers. Because when he was with Seattle, he was throwing to the receivers a lot. Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf all day. But now, I mean, it's not the receivers' fault. It is the draw. These receivers are legit. Jerry Judy's good. Cortland Sutton's established. So if he's not even throwing to them. So I think this is the game that Russ finally breaks through and gets like a two touchdowns. Has I mean he's been throwing for a lot of yards actually. I mean he's averaging I think 240, 250. I don't think he has any interceptions, but he just hasn't made any explosive plays. So I think this is a game that they do that. I got the Broncos 24-10. I think Derek Carr continues to struggle. The Broncos are top three in all defensive categories right now. I know they've played kind of bum offenses, but still, I mean, I still think they're a legitimate defense, and I just don't see their offense doing anything against the Denver defense. What do you think?
I got the Broncos winning as well, 22-20. Um, just because they have a better defense and the Raiders' defense is so trash. But I think Russell Wilson needs to take control of the offense. Quit trying to fall in line. I feel like he's being held
Yeah.
back so much right
Yes.
now, and he's just like, okay, that's what you want. Like, no, you have more experience than Hackett does. You know what
Seriously.
you have to do to win games with the players that you have. So if you got an audible out of something, or just pull the old Aaron Rodgers, say
Yeah.
say you can't hear him.
Yeah. No
I mean,
doubt.
I know that's not his personality, and there's something to be said for chain of command and knowing your role and all that. But come on, dude,
There comes a time.
it's
Do it.
don't waste the season. You guys are lucky to be with the record you have for how you've played so far. So if you don't start getting it rolling now, and you don't want it to be the last quarter of the season, and you're still trying to put things together and figure out, try to all get on the same
They need
page.
to do it now. If
Yeah,
they're gonna make a legit run at anything, they need to.
figure out what your team is going to look like this year,
Yep.
because it can't look like this, or you're not going to have a chance.
Yep. I think that my optimism is telling me that Russell Wilson will start taking shots because Cortland Sutton is great for those little 7 to 15 yarders, like in the middle, intermediate routes, and then Jerry Judy being deep. And Tim Patrick is out, but KJ Hamler I think is a solid receiver too. I think he when I've seen him play in preseason, he reminds me a lot of Percy Harvin. That like really fast and he just moves like him.
I can
Um,
see that.
so I think Russ, you got enough weapons. Start throwing to him. Start taking this offense into your hands. Nathaniel Hackett needs to learn from you.
But can you imagine if the Raiders go 0-4? Uh, Horrible start for McDaniel if they don't win this game. At least,
Yeah.
I mean, 0-4. You're not coming back from that in that division. I'm sorry.
Yep.
There's no way. And the offense has looked so bad for
I was not expecting
the
that.
players they have. I knew the defense would be suspect, but for the offense to look like it has with all of those playmakers,
Hmm.
and you can say it's Derek Carr just taking time to learn the system and it's got to work the kinks out, but
I just don't think it's a good.
you better hope you figure it out this week because 0-4, I mean, McDaniel might not make it through the rest of the year. if he goes 0 and 10, 11, 12, I'm not obviously I'm getting ahead of myself, but it has not looked
It's
good.
possible though, like because I mean their offense does not look the same, and they added Devonte Adams, and they got worse. And it's not Devonte
He's
Adams'
added
fault.
Chandler Jones on
I mean,
defense.
they got their roster
He,
got better.
he's done nothing.
I totally think this is a coaching thing. I don't think he hasn't prepared. I don't think he has the right system for the type of players he has. I, they need a very meat and potatoes offense, like very simple offense is what they don't need all this little intricate little plays that you're trying to do with these stud players.
I didn't even wasn't even thinking of the revenge game aspect of
I was thinking that. Yep,
yeah.
McDaniel's.
He used to coach for the Broncos, obviously.
Yep.
That escaped my mind, but that's another layer to it.
Can you imagine him losing, going 0-4 against his former team that he got fired from? I mean, his confidence can't be high right now.
No, I don't know what else to say. That's just I thought he would do better. There is still time to turn it.
So did I. I thought this would be like his. Okay, you got the team. You're controlling it now.
Denver is not very far off. They just have the better record. They both teams have been ugly through the first 3 weeks, but
Offensive wise, at least. But
yeah,
Denver's had a defense.
true.
That's the main difference, and that's what I think is going to hold the Raiders to 10. I think my score I picked 24-10, and I think the Raiders scoring 10 is more likely than the Broncos scoring 24.
Yeah,
But
I hear you.
but if the Broncos are going to score in the 20s, it's going to be this game, and that's why
Yeah, they should
you know
get it together this game.
if Jerry Judy's fully healthy, I think we'll see Jerry Judy and Cortland Sutton make some noise.